tutorial on how to do the aged whiskey barrel lid. Mostly the paint effects, not so much the file, but basically this is the final look, and then we can layer it up with all the different decorations that we have too. So this is the plain wood. Obviously it has kind of cool variation from the wood, from the burn, but we want to add some more. So I will show you guys how to do a couple, and then I'm going to put it on super fast so you don't have to watch me do every single strip. This is the paint palette I've chosen. Really important to have a light and a dark, a black and a beige of some sort, and then 2 other variations is my personal preference. You can pick other browns, different shades, depending on the wood that you want to create. So the main thing you want to do is remember that the wood is like a sponge and it will soak up everything. This is done with very simple craft paints, acrylic paints. So you don't have to use varnishes and stains, wood stains. You can obviously, but this is to try and create a variation that you wouldn't necessarily get from that so easily. So you want to have a little water to make sure you can mix it in, because it will soak into the wood super quick if you do solid paint colors. So I just use old sponges because they're probably going to get torn up on the edges of the wood anyway. And I also use a wet wipe to rub the colors together. So we're going to use a little dark brown, and we're going to put a little coffee color, chestnut color in there, and then a little tiny bit of black on the sponge. So you have a little bit of everything, but the sponge is soaked. So basically we're going to go down the edge with that, but we're going to sponge the water in so that it comes a little darker down the edges. If you feel like you've got too much darkness, the water helps you get that back off a little bit. And then basically rub it in with the wet wipe. If you want to go darker, you can obviously get a little more black paint. Run it down the middle, let it soak in a second, and then wipe it back off. And basically you're going to do that on all of your pieces. You want a wet, nice soggy sponge to start with, and then that's where you can run the black down the edges, let it soak for just a second, and then you're going to wipe it off. Kind of looks like it's been burnt down the edges, that burnt aged whiskey barrel look, and then just going to keep going from there. I'm going to go a little faster and come back as soon as I've got all the pieces put together. Okay, so now we've got all the pieces stained. Kind of messy, but not too bad. We're obviously going to move everything back over and make sure everything's lined up pretty good. Now we can do the barrel 2 ways. We can have it so that it is like this, where it's the straps are across the front. I actually feel like some designs it would be cool if it was on the back, which obviously is kind of ugly because we didn't do the back, but the straps will be there for support. We don't have to use them as a decorative feature. I just kind of like them. But yeah, if we're going to do the straps on the back, we're going to put, we wouldn't even have to do the decorative finish, and these would be positioned where we would need so now we have all the pieces stained. We're going to line everything back up to make sure it fits. Yep, in the right order. You can switch them around. It actually looks kind of cool to have some variation in the planks, but we have our circle now. We can use the file in 2 different ways. We can use these straps without even decorating them. We can just use them plain behind and just glue them as support, which will just hold all those planks together. Or as I've done it, we can do it so you show the straps and it actually is kind of decorative feature. So that would be there. Now these two are, they're exactly the same size, so pretty much tells you where it goes, catches every piece. It's kind of hard to get it wrong. It's gonna basically be on that position there. I personally choose to just load it up with wood glue and then just sit something on top to press it down. So I'm going to leave it out there and squeeze that. Make sure you get every plank underneath when you make sure it stays together. Again, you're going to kind of position it before you push it down. And basically, put something heavy on that strap, put something heavy on that strap, and give it an hour or two to dry, and you have your whiskey barrel lid.